Sorry, guys. I've been Skyping with Marcel Proust. And he's been begging me to do these impersonations I used to do. But I told him this is not a highbrow crowd. I didn't imagine you guys would be really into any impressions tonight.
Yay!
All right, well, they're kind of old, like I said, they're sort of dated, so I'll try and contemporize them for the millenniums in attendance. Give me a moment. Hi, this is Evan Dando. You're watching 120 Minutes on YouTube. Hello, this is the bloke from the Inspiral Carpets. You're watching 120 Minutes on MTV. Hello, this is former Speaker of the House, Chip O'Neill. You're watching 120 Minutes on MTV. Hello, this is the clock from the beginning of 60 Minutes. And you're watching 120 Minutes on MTV. Gee, I wonder where the hell they got that idea. Speaking of time, it's time for me to go to the bathroom again. So let me bring on the next performing comedian. Mr. Wait, I had a line here. He puts the ha in Stendhal Syndrome. Mr. Chris Martin.
I haven't seen this much purple since my mother crowned. Here's a phenomenon you always see at comedy shows. I call them the death seats. Nobody wants to sit in. Exactly. Every show, guaranteed you'll see this. So, it's February and I've already broken one of my New Year's resolution. I made a cutting remark about showing a knife. Good news is that I've stopped my post-Valentine's Day drinking. The bad news is I've started my pre-St. Patrick's Day drinking. Bill Murray saw his shadow on Groundhog Day. That means we're in for another year of artsy-fartsy movies. I'm worried we're running out of hyperbolic names for more than an inch of snow. Snow Megadon. Snowpocalypse. How about snow drama? One hyperbolic name that's just plain wrong. Snow Holocaust. We just celebrated President's Day. I think we should have a Vice President's Day. Instead of shooting off fireworks, you get to shoot someone in the face. Today is Dia de la Bandera in Mexico. That's the day everybody gets together and buys Melanie Griffith a new facelift. In tech news, they've just released Puppy Linux 5.2. Michael Vick installed it on his laptop, but it crashed, so he took it out in the shed and drowned it. Google has a new superhero inspired by Iron Man. Chrome Man's superpower is the ability to invade your privacy at will. MySpace has laid off 500 employees. It's so bad that I saw Tom on a street corner with a sign that said, "We'll be your friend for food." Finally figured out what those Cialis commercials are all about. Apparently one of the side effects of Cialis is that you hallucinate you're sitting in a bathtub in the middle of nowhere. Came up with an idea for a Ben & Jerry's ice cream flavor, but I don't think you're going to see it anytime in the near future. Rosie O'Donnell, chunky lesbian. Elton John wasn't invited to Prince Harry's marriage ceremony. So that's one less old queen that you're going to see at the royal wedding. Just found out that Kelsey Grammer's ex-wife says he's a cross-dresser. I can overlook that, however, I'm still working on absolving him of the responsibility for down periscope. Another mysterious bird death. Natalie Portman's body was found in front of the Lincoln Center for the Performing Arts. I always love those delayed cackles. So, Starbucks has a new size for their cold drinks called a Trenta. McDonald's has retaliated. They've come out with a 6-foot ditch of sweet tea called a Trencha. Turns out that Trenta is Italian for world's most expensive Slurpee. The 4th season of Jersey Shore is going to be filmed in Italy. Finally, we have a Roman spectacle that's actually more decadent than Caligula and Silvio Berlusconi. Bet Hosni Mubarak's sphincter really tightened up when he saw those demonstrators in Egypt. Hundreds of thousands of protesters in Liberation Square in Cairo. It turns out that they were trying to get in the Guinness Book of Records for the world's biggest game of rock, scissors, tank. Call me old school, but I'd rather get whipped by a dominatrix than a camel jockey. The bad news is Egyptian police were using tear gas made in the USA on the protesters. The good news, somebody's actually buying stuff that we make. Lisa Ling said she was devastated when she heard that Lara Logan was attacked in Egypt. No reaction yet from Lois Lane or Lana Lang. Here's something I've always wanted to say. Gaddafi, duck! Gaddafi's younger brother, Muammar Gaddafi, has condemned the crackdown in Libya, but that's just the way the cookie crumbles. Oh, my psychic said that joke would suck. So the Germans have indicted several Rwandans for war crimes. Wait a minute, isn't that a case of the Pol Pot calling the kettle black? A book editor has removed all the references to the N-word in Huckleberry Finn. Now all they have to do is get rid of all those offensive ucks. I'm going to be reading a fictionalized memoir by a lovable alcoholic this weekend. I haven't decided whether the author is going to be Snooky or George W. Bush. My name is Chris Martin. That's my time, and thank you very much. Appreciate it. Thanks to Johnny Hugel and Steady Sound for putting on this show. It's off to a great start. I'm looking forward to a lot more where this came from.
Thank you, Mr. Chris Martin. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Don Wade, once again.
Okay, we'll give you another chance to sing along with the band.